Well, hello, my friends out there. Hello. Hey, we still pumping them videos, man. I'm hoping that you all are keeping that momentum going. You know, um, just being inspired by your day. Hey, for all you that do not know, my name is Kirkland. Uh, what I do is I kick out momentums each and every day, which I call them daily momentums. My name is Stewart Snacks, and I sell snacks. That's what I love to do. I just came in truck. I am at my warehouse, actually sitting in my truck now, and getting ready to restock for tomorrow. I always told you that the best thing to do is try to get a jump on for tomorrow. So my truck is pretty much empty. I got stuff thrown all over, and so what I'm gonna do is straighten up some things. So let me take you for a walk and let you look. Sometimes, a lot of times, I do not allow my truck to get so junky like that, but so happens I kind of let it get away from me rushing, and sometimes we are busy. You get busy doing things, and you're trying to rush. And this was one of them days where I kind of over rushed today. So like I said, I'm pulling up. I had just pulled up at my warehouse, and I said, let me go ahead and get started for tomorrow. It's making sure, because my door is actually open and a dolly fell on because I didn't put it properly. So let this be a lesson to teach you, because when this door is there, it will push out and knock the door off line too as well. So I mean, I got stuff all over the place. It's almost things that and like I said, I'm not perfect too, and the things that I do learn, that's why I am videos to help you to stay organized. You have to stay organized. So I kind of got a little bit organized, get my boxes ready and stacked. I'm gonna get them tied up to make some extra money for the week off of my boxes that I give back to the manufacturer. So, you know, the main thing is to stay organized. So as you can see in my truck, like I said, kind of got things kind of thrown around a little bit on my way. And sometimes actually it doesn't help neither when you're driving and stuff is just fall on. You have to stack it. I didn't stack it right. And actually the reason why I did that is because I wanted to show you, as being a distributor too as well, you have to keep your truck in ordinance. And sometimes I will take empty boxes to flex it out so it can stay in the place, so I know exactly what needs to go in these boxes and in them spaces. So I have it leveled out, each space, wanted so I can stay organized. And sometimes it gets organized because you're rushing sometimes, and you get carried away because you're ready to get the day over with, or you may have some things that you're doing. So sometimes it pays to just take a few minutes. A lot of times before I even come back to the warehouse, I try to get rid of some of the boxes that I can't return back to the manufacturer where they won't pay me on it. So in due time, maybe I may be able to get a compressor that compress cardboard, and I could be able to make money off of them other cardboards that I have to throw away, because I really hate to throw that money away, because it's money going out the door that can be reused. So I really like to have that extra money, because it helps with paid labor. It helps to pay, maybe if I want to drink a cold coffee or a hot cup of coffee, which I do anyway at home before I leave. I always make coffee to save me money. I don't just stop to stores and buy all these high priced coffees. Whether it's a 99 cents or $1, I still rather make it at home because it's cheaper. So I'm going to try to get this organized and try to set a stage to let you know how to stay organized when being a distributor. You're going to have to stay organized. And so let's get that knocked out as well, and so we can be able to get that done. All right, so the result, you can look and see I straighten up a little bit better. Let me zoom out a little bit far. So we got some of the stacks everywhere we're at. A lot of times I stack certain things a little bit better. You know, we got some crumbs and stuff. I want to get that all cleaned up too, because you want your stuff organized. You want everything to be put together, and so you can be function better. So now I can walk pathway through, but sometimes this pathway I have to actually clear all that out, and sometimes I don't, because sometimes I need that stuff because I have stuff sitting right there on my first stop. Grocery stores, a lot of things that I already have, and I know exactly what I want in the morning. I got a list that I write out that the day before, while I'm passing by the store, I'm going to look and see what do I need in this store when I make a delivery early in the morning. I want to know exactly. So sometimes it takes a few minutes just to run in there, write down some of your stuff you don't. If you got any back stock, put the back stock out. So I'm just follow me along on this journey. And so you can see some of the things that is being an entrepreneur and being a distributor, some things that we have to face in. Make sure you have enough products. Sometimes, like I said, I have to fill in my aisles sometimes to keep things right there. So I've kind of put a little blank decoy right here. So, and I got a blank decoy right here because I got some other product I need to put in that space. So I'm just holding that space so I won't fill it up with stuff and got to move it. So there is a lot of little snips and tips and little tricks that I do to help build space into, because I got to go and pick up some product, and to fill them spaces is going to take that enough room to fill that space. And normally wall back here in my truck, right back here, I usually stack product up high up here. Following along to see if you are a distributor and you're trying to get an understanding on how to kind of stack your truck. And that's some things I do to stack my truck. You know exactly what stores you need to go in. First time when I started, I just put product and a lot of stuff that I would leave in my warehouse, like, man, I need that. So you kind of got an idea of what all do you need. You're going to put more of stuff. Is, say for instance, like I got some Dollar Generals and Family Dollars tomorrow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put mainly 75% of the stuff that I use in them stores, because especially if I got to refill them. So that is some snips and tips that to show you and to help you along the way. And I'm hoping you getting some of this stuff and understanding about distributing, of how you need to set your day so your day can run smooth, and to have your list of all of the stores you go to. I don't need a list anymore. I've been doing it so long. I run routes 5 days a week, and I know exactly what stores I go to on Monday. I know what stores I go on Tuesday, what stores I go on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I know exactly what stores I go to. Some of them I may go to every other week. So sometimes some stores I go to 3 times a week. So, you know, I got that pretty much in my bank because I've been doing it so long. But to advise a person just starting out, I will advise you to write it down. That's what I had to do. I had to write it down for several years and put it in, because especially when I was growing my route, I was adding in stuff, and it was hard for me to remember, because sometimes I would pass that store. I'm just like, man, I could have serviced that store. And so once you get it organized in how you want to run your route, some days you want to run mom and pop stores just only that day, then you run them like that if you want to get quicker. Some days you're running Family Dollars and Dollar Generals. A lot of our Dollar Generals hold you up. So you want to put them on the end part of your day, not on your day on your time stop, because you will get held up and you will miss your time stop. Trust me, I know. I've been doing it for a while, and you try to learn from some of the things. Right now this truck is getting a little hot, and I'm standing by the door, wind in, because it's getting hot in there, and I'm getting ready to wrap things up. I pretty much got everything I need for tomorrow. Just a few nips and things that I need to add on there. But I usually have a cutoff time when I shut down from everything and get things in quick that I know I need. And then some things I would have to think over, like tomorrow, what I really need in my truck. So right now, I know I'm going to use a lot of 2 for $1 stuff tomorrow. I'm going to add that on my truck now to make sure that I get that. But mainly, the best thing is to try to set yourself up. And I always talk about is keeping notes, jot yourself things down so you can get into a actual process and a procedure, so you'll know, and it reflects your memory. Once you repeatedly continue doing things over, all of a sudden it becomes in your memory, locked in, because you're doing the same thing over and over every day, every day. So, and then you don't need the list anymore. You pretty much know how to do that. But to jumpstart yourself, you're gonna need to write these things down. That's why I said to keep a notepad, keep something, a pen in your pocket. I always keep a couple pens in my pocket. I got one right here that I got. That's in one, and I always keep an extra one in my pocket just in case that one decides it doesn't want to write. I'm trying to get out of my pocket, so I'm not can't get it slanged out of there quickly. But here's two. I got two, and I always tell you, I keep a little slitter of paper in my pocket so I can write it down in my big notes and stuff like that. So soon I'm going to talk about how we save receipts and stuff like that. And I'm always saving my receipts, and I got a app on my phone that I just download them receipts on there. And then, hey, I'm getting myself set up for taxes. This is the time right now to do all that, and so I got some back work that I need to do, and sometimes I want to talk about that too, is trying to stay organized with that too as well. So that's why I always leave room for a cutoff time when I need to do. So when I get home and my home office, not at the office, I do my bookkeeping work, get that done. So there's a lot of things in keeping a business running, and I'm just trying to hope that you'll follow me on this journey so you can just kind of get yourself organized, because I do. And then sometimes you're not going to be organized, but that's perfectly okay, especially when you normally always organized. So I kind of got my 2 for $1 filled in just that quick, and so well, it's been a great day today. I think I'm gonna get knocked off. I end up knocking my off of my arm. As you can see, it got knocked off, so it popped off. And I always pull it off some kind of way. It's a real fidgeting thing. It's kind of irritable. But that's all good. We finished the day. That's an easy fix. I actually bought some bands to replace that for myself, to be equipped for when that does happen again. I knew it was going to happen, so I thought to myself, I'm going to get it rolling right, and so I can be organized a little bit. So the main thing is being organized. In any business that you do, being an entrepreneur, you have to be organized. You're going to have to finally get yourself organized, do the right thing. So man, look, thank you all for just joining me. Thank you for all you just might have just caught the back end of it. My name is Kirkland. My business, Stewart Snacks. Check me out. Follow me on this journey. Man, it's been really fun, man. I mean, just come on now. Follow me on this journey. And you can take some of these things in my business, you can apply it to your business, because I learned from a lot of entrepreneurs some of the things that I have learned. So you all have a good day. See you next time. Bye.